So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah 41:10. I keep getting this revelation. I saw this car the other day, not long ago. It's a Jeep Renegade. And I kept thinking like, ooh, I saw one for like $7,500. God, if it's your will, show me the way. Then see what happens when you show up to work on days you ain't supposed to be there. You get sent on trips like this. But I ain't mad because, I'm going to get paid. We're going to do that for sure. But I love this because I would have never known this store existed. And I don't know if I need like a business license or something to have exchange to come in here to be able to like purchase things. But great store to come purchase any of your kitchenware from. Clutch for sure. Like one or two things is about to happen, right? Because I noticed the transition in how God positioned everything, right? And I noticed the transition in how God positioned everything, right? Like I came back to Christ, or like I'm gonna just say this. He just started sharpening the tools on my spiritual gifts and my spiritual blessing and my spiritual discernment before he transitioned like where everything else in my life was headed, right? So when you think about the opportunity in reference to like the promotion, right? Y'all know I've been talking about Maggiano's forever, right? And it seems like it's been forever and I still ain't been promoted, right? And so, well, technically it was a promotion. It was just from server to like maitre d' / banquet captain / carry out / delivery / every damn thing in the store that they need me for until, the position is available and opens up, right? Like right now, I'm on a run for silverware, whatever. But this is the thing, right? And my mentor, in my head, he my mentor, but not in real life, he not my mentor. But in my head, he my mentor. And he was just telling me, like, earlier today, like, because he know, like, I've gotten to enough places along this journey where I've just been ready to be like, you know what, baby, just keep the job offer. Y'all can just have it. Because at this point, what's taking so long? Why do I have to do all of this? You know what I mean? And there are days where I do feel like that, and there are also days where I'm grateful that it took so long, because there are a lot of skills and parts within the business that I needed to be brushed up on before I actually walk into this leadership role and then be blown by all of the things that I don't know, because I didn't give myself the time or space to actually learn those things, right? So I have been in a student season, I will say, very much in a student season, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, career-wise, And so I'm kind of nervous because I just found out today that I have some competition. And I had no idea that I was going to have competition for this role, right? I just thought all the while I'm being coached that this is going to go into one of those phases where it's like, okay, as soon as we have the position available, you are next up. So come to find out, 8 months have gone by and that is not the case. So apparently I do have competition for the role. I've done a background check already. I'm still doing other modulistic training, other things that have to be put in place, right? And so along this journey, I'm realizing like, okay, I got to submit my resume. I still got to go through an interview process. Had no idea that all of this still had to happen, right? So long story short, I got to go through an interview process, and long story short, I have to go through an interview. Ooh, Jesus. Put the phone down, baby, because as soon as I was about to put it back up, 12 come rolling by me on 4 motorcycles. But yeah, so long story short, I do have to go through an interview process for this particular position, right? Extremely blown because I did not know that I was going to have to do that. But whatever. Stop repeating that part. Okay, get to the meat and butter. So what I'm noticing spiritually is like, okay, God, you've been fine-tuning me along the way before I get in a leadership role. But then also, you also been fine-tuning me for what I need to be prepared for. As far as like, because I don't like thinking about it from a perspective of like, if I don't get the role, because then it kind of looks like I never had faith that I would. But I do have faith that I will get the position. The thing is, what that's going to tell me. I feel like if I don't, what not getting the position is giving me instruction to do. It's more so where I'm headed with it. It's like not getting the position is giving me instruction to do something different. Because I know God don't want me wasting my time. I know he don't want me wasting my life. And I know he don't want other people putting me in a position where my life or my time is being wasted, right? Or my value is being wasted, right? God wants me to spend my time somewhere where I'm bringing value, I'm adding value, but also I'm gaining value from the experience, right? So, I just kept thinking to myself, like, okay, God, if it is your will, because never before, and something that really hit me real hard too, along this journey, as I came into it, was like, I never consulted with God before I jumped off into the deep end about becoming a manager for Maggiano's. Like, maybe that ain't even what he got for me, right? This is some stuff you done jumped off and conjured up in your mind that you want to do. You know what I mean? And now you done found yourself on this rat wheel doing all of this work and playing all of these roles for this company to the point of almost burnout, right? So it's kind of like, and I'm a strong, firm believer with the Bible study that I've been in lately, that you only reach burnout when you are doing some things that are not in alignment with what God is trying to get you to do. You doing stuff you want to do. Burnout very much leads to, I hate all this noise in the background, y'all. I'm so sorry. But burnout leads to burnout is the result of you leaning on your own understanding, doing something that God may not have called you to be a part of or called you to do. But you decided on your own without consulting God first for confirmation and discernment that was something that you was going to do. And I feel like when we end up in situations like that where we feel burnt out, it's because we didn't consult with God first, right? And I have felt burnt out many times on this journey with Maggiano's. You feel me? And so I'm just really like, you know what, God? I'm going to pray about it. And I'm going to pray about it. And yeah, I'm going to pray about it. And I'm going to wait for your confirmation. Because yes, I did set out on this long journey for this particular role, right? And I will still feel blessed in having learned everything that I learned along the way, even if I'm not selected at this particular point in time. This just if I'm not selected, it just wasn't my appointed time. But if I am selected, then this is exactly what God had for me, and it just proves that following my intuition did have a portion of discernment with it. But I know I didn't consult with God. I felt intuitively it was the right time for me to take that next step to move up within the company. Because, like, what, you want me to be a server my whole life? No. It's like the third time I seen a Jeep Renegade. I don't know. I think God is trying to send me a Jeep Renegade too, y'all. I've been car shopping low key. And I saw a cash car that I was planning on getting. Well, that I was call myself manifesting, right? Or praying to God for clarity on whether that is the right move I should be making or taking right now or not. And it was a Jeep Renegade. And I was like, okay. But it's so weird because it's like, as soon as you start doing stuff like that, then you start seeing Jeep Renegades every damn word. Forgive me, Lord. I'm still working on my cussing. But I think I've done good pretty far. I think I've counted 2 cuss words I've let slip out so far. But still being worked on. I'm still a process, a project in the making of greatness. But yeah, so I'm really thinking about this thing. Like, you know what, God? If you don't select me for this, I already know what you want me to do, because you've been calling me back to that for a very long time. And I'm super excited to even do it, but it's just like, what this has done is shown me, like, if you can put all of this hard work and dedication into somebody else's $1 billion brand, you can surely do it for your own, right? And so there are a lot of other prayers and a lot of other appointed times, and I'm not even appointed times, just a lot of seeking and sitting with God for confirmation on that I will do. Should I not get this role, I feel like I'm gonna get the role. But see, your girl also thought that she was gonna get Employee of the Month too, and didn't get that. I just knew, baby. I came ready, cute, popping, thought I was gonna get that TV, honey, and then. But I really feel like it's because God got something bigger for me. Like, you don't need Employee of the Month, because you need Salary of the Year. Okay. But needless to say, like, I really do love my job. I love working for Maggiano's. It has always been a blessing to me and my family. You know what I mean? The opportunities that I've gotten, the support that I've gotten, the relationships that I've built, you know, it's nothing. Nonetheless, I'm grateful for God just allowing me to go through the lows and the highs that I've gone through within this particular brand and within this particular company, right? Because it really is just a test of my faith, and it shows me how strong and committed I am to a desired goal when I set my mind onto something. And so I'm grateful to God that it's just been, I mean, it's a lot that has transpired in the 2 years that I have been with this company. It feels like 4 years with all of the things that I've gained as far as knowledge and training and things that I've taken on. But anyway, I said all of that to say, like, I'm just super excited for where things are headed. And the road don't ever end, right? The road don't ever end. It don't never close. You know what I'm saying? It just grows into whatever is headed next. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. That's where we at. But yeah, so we'll see. I guess the next time I come back, I'll be announcing whether I got the role or not. Or not the next time I come back, like the next time we talk about this, I'll be telling y'all, like, feedback on. I might just make it all one vlog. Yeah, we just gonna slide it all into one vlog. Like, so today is what, February 9th. And I'll be coming back with some little tea and some tip top on whether or not I got the position. Like, I don't know how many months or weeks or whatever it's gonna be from today. But whenever that time does come, we're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about the interview process, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about whether I was selected for the job or not. I do have faith that God puts me every time exactly where I need to be, right when I need to be there. And I'm just grateful. I know I'm ready for this leadership role. I have been being fine-tuned for this role for so long, not only by God, but by also the leadership team that I do have here that has been along the process of my transition. And so I'm just grateful for whatever is to come, right? Because I know I'm going to be great at anything that I do, anything that I put my mindset to. You know, God got his hands on me, never took them off. And that's one thing that I can definitely put testimony on. So we'll see where it goes. Wish your girl luck, okay? Because I'll be back. Not even luck. You don't need luck when you blessed. I love you. And so over the days, there were just like a lot of different mindsets and thought patterns that were transpiring for me, right? Like, I have done so much work to get to this point, to get to this level in the experience. Like, I've done so many things that have tested the energy of, like, my faith, my stick-to-itivity, my compassion, my dedication, my patience. It has just been so many experiences that I've gone through over the past 9 months that has made me just rethink and process what I've gone through and like what I'm now facing. Like, to find out that I had competition for this role was very last minute. It was never presented to me in the beginning of the experience that like this opportunity is going to be open to you and a couple of other more candidates as you walk through this path, right? And so I was just very blown. I was very discouraged because you got to understand the day before this moment, because this is like the wee hours of the next day where I couldn't sleep because I had been instructed to like complete these different tasks and like I have to submit these other resumes. I have to submit these other things. And it was just like, what are you talking about? Like, I thought that the whole time on this journey, I was being coached from a position, from a level of like, you're next up. And so I was very discouraged. I was very much starting to lose my level of faith in my abilities and like what I was called to do and like what was special about me that was accurate for me being a candidate for this role. It was just like so many things that was coming about in my mind as to like, why would you put me in a competition that I didn't even know was competition? Like, God, if you really destined this energy for me, why am I competing with other people for this position? Like, I just knew the position was mine. I just knew that all I was waiting on was an opportunity to open up for me to like walk right into the blessing. And needless to say, there were other people that were also seeking this same opportunity. And I had no idea that I was working so hard to compete against other people. And I was just low-key distraught. I couldn't sleep. God was keeping me up. He was keeping it on my mind. I had all of these thoughts. So let's just say your girl had her first interview today. And it's up. Oh, it pay to believe in God and not doubt yourself. I'm trying to tell you. Because, baby, you never know what God got for you. But when he starts showing you the signs and when he starts calling you to obedience, you better do it. You better be obedient. You better follow them instructions. I'm telling you. Baby, testimony out of nowhere. And I was just doubting myself, y'all. Just think about it. I was just doubting it. Fingers crossed, prayers up. We don't even need luck when you got God. You don't need luck when you got God. We ain't looking, we blessed. Yes, let's get in here. We got this Valentine's Day crew. Is up. Say thank you, girl. If you end up seeing this message, you know who you are. By the time I post this, I'm long gone from here because I've already like put that shit in the universe. I went outside today in the rain and prayed about it. The answers that came back to me came back for what they need to be. Speaking it into existence. I'm going to get this job with this black-owned company. And I'm just going to rock this shit because the reality is I'm too fucking great to be sitting behind a motherfucking desk shuffling papers. Like, that's just fuck period. And it's no shade to whoever is doing that because I'm currently in the role of doing it. So don't take no, that don't mean that in no malice, but it just is what it is. Like, when you just come to your breaking point, it's just like, I just can't. And I don't give a fuck who look at what I do next. Like, whatever. I don't give a fuck what you think. Because put some dollars on my table is how I'm looking at anybody who got something to say about anything in reference to the path and the life and the path that I choose to walk on once I walk away from this. Because to sit behind a desk for $100 a fucking day is not it. Okay? That's cap. Like, I'm not doing it. That's cap. Y'all got more money to pay me than that, especially when every person I'm sitting in a seat is bringing you $26,000. Y'all got more money than to pay me than that. Like, I'm not fucking playing with y'all. Like, I'm not doing this no more. This shit is dead. I'm not about to be... And, like, I really had to get to a realistic point of view in reference to, like, this is really happening. Like, CeeLo, this is happening. This is happening. Whether you want this shit to happen today or next week or 2 weeks from now, this is happening. Accept it, receive it, take that energy in. This shit is happening. You're walking away from this because this right here, you're not about to do 2 more years of this. You're not about to do 3 more years of this. You are not about to put yourself in a position where the 40-year-old CeeLo is going to have to apologize to the 30-year-old CeeLo that was sitting on the fence about taking that leap of faith and doing and going after your fucking gift. Or sitting here and just letting your soul dwindle away. I'm not having that conversation with myself at 40. I fucked it off in my 20s. I'm not doing that shit in my 30s. I'm 31. This next fucking 9 years of my life before 40 hit, I'm about to be a fucking millionaire, bitch. Watch how this shit go. And this is me talking to myself. I'm not calling y'all no bitch, because you know I love y'all to death. You know I love y'all. But this is what's happening, CeeLo. You're going to make a firm fucking decision to do what the fuck you need to do and commit to what you need to commit to and get the fuck up out of this 9 to 5, because it's not happening for you, sis. Your most productive time and hours of your day are happening from 4 a.m. to about 2 o'clock p.m., sis, is when you start losing focus on what you need to focus on. I need them productive hours to be spent on something I can do on fucking autopilot. Something that don't take me no fucking mental brains to do. If I'm gonna work for somebody else for some money, I need to do something that is naturally a gift and a talent of mine. I naturally love to see people happy. I naturally want people to have an amazing experience. I naturally want to be honest and transparent and deliver high value service to a person or to people in general. I naturally want to do something I love doing. I love communicating with people. I love networking. I love talking to people. I love, just giving the highest value of beat ass fucking energy, the most attractive energy that I could ever fucking give. I've been a moth to a flame type of energy my whole entire life. I can't help that. Put yourself in a dynamic where that shit is gonna fucking turn you into a butterfly, bitch, and you're gonna grow some amount of wings that you ain't gonna never be able to replace. And that's just where I need to be in my life. You know what I mean? And so if I'm going to work somewhere, it need to be somewhere where I can connect with people on a daily basis, possibly creative people, possibly business people, possibly lawyers, possibly doctors. Like, I got to be somewhere where I can fucking network. I can't be stuck in a box behind a fucking cubicle my entire life. Like, I've dedicated at this point about 7 years to this grind. Since I graduated college, it's been about 7 years since I graduated from college. Let me explain to you how I don't have an 8th year to give to a corporate dynamic. And when I say corporate dynamic, because trust and believe, the company that I work for was far from it. Far from corporate. Which is why I shall not name them, because this is not a bashing session about them. They just got a lot of fixing to do. And unfortunately, the 2 years that I've been there has drained me enough that I can't stay in this relationship with y'all no more. It's like an abusive relationship and your boyfriend smacked the shit out of you, and it's like, oh bitch, we not doing this. We not staying in no abuse. Oh, we not getting slapped by the man that say love us. Oh, we not doing that. But then you find yourself like, you know what? He had a few drinks that night, He ain't gonna do that shit no more. I caught him off guard. I hit him first. And he not gonna do that shit no more. Until you get your ass slapped again. And I'm sorry that I gotta use this as an analogy. This is not in a moment to attack anybody who is going through this. This is my level of consciousness speaking. I'm always giving disclaimers for shit because I care that much about how people receive the energy that I'm giving. But it's like, oh no. Once you get to year 2, and these patterns and these habits still ain't changed, bye-bye, baby. Bye-bye. Can't keep doing this with y'all. Not finna stay in this rat race with y'all, because at this point, it's a toxic relationship dynamic. It's a codependent relationship. I'm only staying here for the check. And if I'm not going to be passionate about the job that I'm clocking in here for, I'm doing your company a fucking disservice. Your company is doing me a fucking disservice if I'm showing up here unhappy every day. I can't do it no more. And it's like, the crazy thing for me is every time I get to a 2-year mark with every single corporate job I've had, it was a dead factor for me. It was a peace factor for me. It was like literally a peace factor for me. Like, I'm so fucking disturbed coming in these doors, doing this same repetitive ass, mundane ass work, that I need my peace. And it's so, detrimental to my soul that the only way to revive my peace is to fucking cut the cord. I have to leave. I have to get out of here. Or else I'm really getting the intuitive nudge. I'm going to miss my fucking opportunity if I stay in here 6 more months. I'm going to miss my opportunity. I got to go now. I don't give a fuck what's planned for my birthday. I don't give a fuck what's planned for Christmas. I don't need them days off. Let me tell y'all something. Because I need my whole entire daytime, AM and PM, to focus on my own fucking dreams and goals. And I can give y'all that nightlife because I'm good at that anyway. That's my personality. I serve in the nature of energy and nightlife. Okay? So we're going to see where this journey take us. I love you guys so much for being here, being a listening ear. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this will go on a little bit longer. So I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Oh, and a bitch meant a little bit longer, as in like a few more minutes worth of expression and a couple more days until that letter get put in. But when this opportunity rise in and fall in and roll in, it's gonna be a big public service announcement. Yeah, it is. I love you guys so much. Thank you for supporting me along my journey. And leave some messages down in the comments if you have been thinking about also transitioning in some way in your life, or possibly quitting your 9 to 5. Just reach out to me. Let me know, or let's start a conversation down in the comments. Let me know what it is that you're trying to break the habits of in your life that you feel like would potentially push you forward if you just go ahead and pull the trigger. I love you guys. Bye. Y'all, I'm sitting here looking at this energy back like 2 years ago when I was getting ready to quit my job, my 9 to 5. And it's just blowing my mind for where my life is headed right now, because it's like, oh, I just really stood on business about me back then. Oh, my mouth was so foul. My mouth was vile. My mouth was vile. But I stood on business. B-I-D, okay? Not B-U-S. B-I-D. I stood on business about that because I knew what I deserved. God had already communicated to me what I deserve, what I should be doing, how I should show up in this world, and what my gifts were, and where I should project those gifts, where I should place those gifts, not even project them, where I should place them as a puzzle piece in the monopoly of life in the physical realm. And I'm just so grateful that I learned to value myself, and I'm so grateful for the self-love journey, right? Because it teaches you where to walk away from things that do not value you, and where to pick up opportunities where you will be more valued. Love this for me. Ooh! And truth be told, the most real thing about the experience that I'm going through right now, hold on, y'all, is knowing and understanding that, like, the journey I've been on, I'm so grateful. You know why? Because there is no way I could have made it this far without God stamping where I was supposed to be, what I'm supposed to be doing, when I was supposed to be doing it. You feel me? Like, yes, my intuition has always been very strong. And so I do credit a lot of that to God just gifting me with the power and the level of discernment, right? Even though my gift was being perverted through tarot, it still doesn't take away the fact that it's my gift, right? To be a prophet, to be able to see what's coming before it comes, to be able to gauge opportunities and actions of people and surroundings and situations before they transpire. That is a gift. Like, everybody don't have that, you know? And the reason I share my story is because, I'm going to say it like this. I'm not going to say that everybody don't have it. Everybody does have it. They just have not found a way to cultivate or sharpen their iron in the way of recognizing it. You feel me? Picking up what I'm putting down? Yo, when I tell you the amount of questions and the type of questions they asked me on this assessment was so Jesus. Oh my God. Like, I have never been taken back to math school so deeply in my life, requiring questions for a job. But we're going to stop complaining, because you put us right where we need to be, and you give us the tools and the equipment of I spent like at least 30 minutes on one question, bro. I was like, at this point, best guess, 10 out of 10, move on to the next question, girl, because this is ruining my night. Spending my time on this question, annoying me. But we got through it. Assessment done, through, on to the next level. Let's win the interview, because all that stuff y'all questioning me about on this assessment, y'all could teach me. Don't listen. Goodbye. So super excited, got through that portion, and now we have the because my hair look crazy. Now we have the second interview. Got the email today, confirmation, second interview. Oh, no, I'm a ace that. So thank you, God, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, for always walking me through into every opportunity. Ooh. So if you made it this far into the video, make sure that you hit the thumbs up button. That's your blessing on wishing me luck on this journey and more blessings to come. I will continue to share my growth and my gratitude with you all, and I'm just so happy and grateful to still be able to create content, do the things that I love, and serve Jesus in the process. I love you all so much. Thank you for all of my supporters that have still been walking through this journey with me. You are not forgotten. I love you, and I pray blessings to come over your life as well, in Jesus' name. Amen.